question is, what is the value of your money? And we are talking to the listeners right now and asking you that question right here on Economy at Let's Talk Business with Mr. Daniel Steinman on your Power Station Energy 100 with myself, Elsie. Mr. Daniel Steinman, do you have the answer to that question?
Indeed, I do. Actually, I have several answers to
Okay.
that question,
Okay.
and it's not my own. It's not my own clever ability. It's what I hear from other people, and you will think it's very serious, but it's not. It's actually hilarious. If I ask people, what is the value of money, of your money, or if I rephrase the question, what is the value of money for you? Then usually I get this response. I don't know exactly what the right answer is, but it's never enough. It can always be more.
Yeah.
So this is the whole thing about the value of money, is that if it is not stable, then it rather tends to lose its value than gain in value.
So true.
It's easier to make money worthless than what it is to make it more valuable. And if you look at practical examples, Zimbabwe is one, where the value of the currency, which is the tangible form of money, was completely ruined.
Yeah.
To the extent that there's no Zim dollar today. It had to be shut down. It became valueless. And this is in your life the thing that you must plan for and prepare for and watch out for, that through your own actions you don't diminish the value of your money.
Yeah.
Now you can ask me, how do you do that? Well, squandering is the first example. If you let the money flow out of your pocket indiscriminately, before the end of the month you realize there's nothing left in that pocket. It's empty.
Yeah.
And I think I don't want to talk today about the ethical side of money. That's very subjective, and each individual must decide for him or herself what is enough or what is not enough. It's not something that I can. It's typically communist to tell the population, this is how much you need, and this is enough. You don't need any more. And it's not democratic. In a democracy, you allow every individual the opportunity that he or she wants. There's no limit to where a Namibian can go today.
Of course, yeah.
It's not like 50 years ago or 100 years ago. And that depends a lot on the value of money. And now, Elsie, again, I can see the way you look at me. You think I'm talking in circles. But it is not an easy concept to give real, good, solid, tangible meaning to, because we don't think about it.
Yeah.
But it functions in our life every day.
Yeah.
So there are several ways that you can reduce the value of the money that you have. First of all is what I said, you just give it out. You just spend it. And if there's nothing left in your pocket, there's also zero value left in your pocket. But
So true.
what happened there is that you transferred the value. The shop owner, he loves you.
Of course,
He convinced you to buy those golden sandals, which you don't really need if you think nicely about it. It's something to make you look nice, but it's not something to make you live.
Yeah.
It's not food for the children, for instance. It's not school fees. It's not the transport money that you have to budget for every month. So immediately you can see I'm getting to rankings of value.
Yeah.
More important values and less important value. And this is the whole issue in your life. If you indiscriminately spend more money on the unimportant value stores in your own life, you reduce the overall value of your own money.
Wow.
So you can hear where I'm going. And this is that a budget, the personal budget, a little bit of discipline, but most important of all, prioritizing.
Of course.
And you can see that budget and priorities, they go together. You know?
Always.
Yeah, because if you draw up a budget and you allocate half of your income for movies and theatre and
Entertainment.
restaurant and entertainment, going out and having a ball of a time, the priorities in your budget are skewed. They're unbalanced. And very quickly you will have reduced the value of your money to zero or minus zero. If you have to go to cash loan just to get from the 21st to the 29th. You know? And I know lots of people
They actually
who
do
live
that,
like
yeah.
that. And then they are forced into the situation where they have diluted the value of their own money. And you tell them, let's just for 2 months stop the partying, stop the entertainment,
Yeah.
stop the nice time, and we focus on what's important. First of all, you have to pay the taxi.
Yeah.
If you don't pay the taxi, you can't get to your job and back.
Of course.
You have to pay the school fees. If you don't pay the school fees, your children can't attend the school, which is most important. You have to make provision for groceries, because if the family can't live, then all the others, then you can't go to work, you can't go to school. It becomes obsolete.
Of
You
course.
see, so protecting the value of money in your own life is paramount. And here is the big secret that I want to tell the readers. That same principle, protecting the value of money, is exactly the same thing that the big investment managers who talks in hundreds of millions or even billions or trillions. That same very simple principle, protect the value of money.
So it does apply to each and every one of us.
To you and your family as much as to the GIPF, who invest about 80 billion every year.
Every year.
You know, 8,000 million. They're big figures, and your small little household budget, same thing.
Same thing. Let's quickly go for a short break. And once we come back, this talk will definitely get more interesting.